Halloween-free Season of the Witch? But didn't I already cover a Halloween movie? This is different. Michael Myers isn't in this one. We're fine. This movie centers around Dr. Dan, who is trying to solve the murder of one of his patients, only to unravel a much larger scheme that threatens to kill every child wearing this brand new silver shamrock mask. So, definitely a different tone than Michael Myers usually brings. Actually, the grand stakes and crazier premise is kind of what draws me to this movie. I like that the killers are all androids created by one eccentric man by the name of Colonel Cochran. That guy is great. Since he lives in a town filled with his robots, he barely gets to talk to any other humans, so you can sort of tell how excited he is to explain his entire plan to Dr. Dan. Also, the masks being able to melt your head into bugs and shit is great. I love that. Of course, the Silver Shamrock jingle is also quite the earworm. I can't get it out of my head. I'm a little torn on how I feel about our protagonist, Dr. Dan. On one hand, he seems to be a pretty neglectful father, and he hits on women like half his age. But also, he does have a good sense of justice. He really wants to solve the mystery of who killed his patient, despite that not being his job. And later, he does everything he can to stop Cochran and save as many kids as he can, especially making sure that he can save his kids first, which he does. I liked that. I would say he works fine in the end. And that whole ending where he's trying to stop the TV stations from airing the Silver Shamrock commercial that will activate everyone's mask is intense. I love it. He tries to convince as many stations to stop broadcasting it until he just can't anymore, and we're left with the downer ending that implies that a lot of children probably just died. It's a very unsettling way to end things off. I'm glad this movie has been receiving its fair due in more recent times. People have accepted that Michael Myers has nothing to do with this, so they can better respect it as its own fun horror movie. Honestly, it might actually be my favorite in this franchise, just for my preference towards more out-there plots with a grander scale. If you've been avoiding this movie all this time, now's your chance to give it a shot. Oh, and look! 12 more days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 12 more days till Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Stop it!